everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Empties. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I curled it yesterday. I didn't wash it last night. I guess I slept on it wrong, and I kind of feel like I'm like Sandra D on this side. Like it's just flipping up. I don't know what the deal is. You don't even want to see the back. I have 37 beauty empties to go over today. I don't even have my rings on. Y'all, it's that kind of day, so let's hope it's not that kind of video. If you are new to my channel and have never seen me do an empties video before, I will very quickly go through what's empty, what it is, what I used it for, if I'm going to repurchase it, if I have another favorite in its place. I get sent quite a bit of skincare and I only have one face. So there are some items that maybe I didn't use on my face for one reason or another, or I just couldn't fit it into my routine. So I would use it on my neck and chest area and maybe sometimes even my arms. If that's the case, I will also say that. So let's go ahead and jump in since I have quite a few things. I'm gonna start out in the order of kind of how I do my skincare and hopefully stick to that. So we're gonna start with cleansers. I have two micellar waters. I stopped using cleansing oils, it was last year, and started using micellar water in their place because I just feel like it keeps some fungal acne that I sometimes get at bay. So I have two empty ones. This one has got like maybe two more uses out of it. This is the Eucerin Dermato Clean Hyaluron 3-in-1 micellar water. Very large bottle. This is 400 milliliters. Actually, it looks like a larger bottle. The next one's 500 milliliters. I liked this one. It was fine. I really haven't like found a micellar water yet that I didn't like. I mean, I feel like they all kind of work the same. I haven't tried the Garnier ones, which a lot of people say they don't like, but this one was fine. I am trying some more things from Eucerin. I purchased this from Care2 Beauty, who has a very extensive range of Eucerin products. And so far I'm enjoying the things that I have used. I'll have one more empty to talk about in that line. And then this is the Bioderma. Since the Bio H2O, it's kind of the OG of the micellar waters. Like this one too. Don't have anything bad to say about either one of these. Missha Perfect Lip and Eye Makeup Remover is my makeup remover of choice now ever since my Body Shop was discontinued, or they just closed altogether. And then I was not able to find my Sephora one that I really liked in stock. It may be in stock now, but I couldn't find it for the longest time. So I just bought this, added it on to one of my Stylevana or Yes Style orders. And the last time I purchased it, it came in like a duo and it was like 10 bucks for both of them. So, and it lasts quite a few times and it works. This is one of the other products that I maybe have 2 uses left. This was the never-ending container of cleanser. I felt like I was never gonna get through this. This is the Biologique Recherche Lait EV cleanser. It's one of their milky cleansers. Now, this is pre-reformulation, so I cannot speak to how they are now. I can only speak to this one, and I didn't love it. I don't know why I didn't love it. It just, I don't know, it never felt like it, like I did not use it as a night cleanse. It was not strong enough for me to use at night. So I use it strictly in the morning because I do like to cleanse my skin in the morning. And it was just okay, and it's a $75 cleanser. So I'm like, it's not something I'm gonna repurchase. There is maybe some other things that are worth it in the Biologique range. The Mask Vernix is such a favorite of mine, and I am almost out of my pre-reformulation. I'm very scared to try the reformulated one because I just don't know how it can be as good. If you have tried the reformulated of the Mask Vernix, let me know. So there are some things that are worth the money. This, in my opinion, was not. I went through a few mists. The Lira Bio Hydrating Mineral Mist. I really like this one. I don't love the spray as much. It came out pretty strong. I wish it was a little bit of a finer mist. However, the actual spray, the actual product was really nice. It smelled nice. It has, I think, like a vanilla extract in the very last ingredient. And that's kind of what it smelled like. It was very pleasant to use. So I recommend that one. This one I bought when I got a buccal massage facial, which y'all, if you have never had one of those, I highly recommend them. If you are in the Nashville area, I message me. I will happily give you the information to the girl that does mine. She's fabulous. She used this though. I don't know if it was like a white label. It was Skin Script Cucumber Hydration Toner. She used this during a couple of my facials and I was like, that smells divine. What is it? And I just bought it. I really, really like it. It did smell divine, but it's out and I don't think she sells it anymore. This is the little lab sample of the Truology Mist, which I'm currently using and loving. Brianna sent this over to me a couple of months before she launched it. I love that mist and highly recommend it. And then this is the Hydrinity Antimicrobial Cleanser. I think they call it a mist now, but this is basically their hypochlorous acid mist. I love the mister on this. It's a very fine spray. This lasted forever. And I only use this at night. There was a time where I used it twice a day, but I feel like now I only need it at night. I feel like it helps keep my redness at bay. It helps keep my breakouts at bay. And I know this is expensive for what it is. And I'm using the Prequel Hypochlorous Acid Mist now, and I like it, but I feel like I like this one better, and I can't pinpoint why. It's annoying because it's way more expensive than the Prequel, but there's just something about this one that I think I like better. So I'll make that determination when I finish the Prequel, but I do really like this one. I have two toners. The first is the Sorrow de Rue and Gothamista toner kind of compilation, the Essence. 62% enhanced black ginseng water. I was using this quite a bit on my face. And then once I kind of pinpointed that the ferments in a lot of products caused me to have my fungal acne on my cheeks, I stopped using this on my face and finished it up on my chest. So I'm not going to repurchase it because of that. However, if you're someone who is not sensitive to ferments, this is really nice. It's a little more viscous. It's a little thicker, and it just is a very hydrating, nice, elegant to use essence. But it's also expensive for an essence. This I will not be without. I was so sad because I couldn't find it for the longest time. You used to could get it on Amazon. Now it looks like either you can't get it or it looks fake. And sometimes there's really very few beauty items that I trust off of Amazon. And then I was like, well, you used to could get it at like Stylebana and Yes Style. I couldn't find it on that. I don't know if it's on there now, but I ended up getting it from a website called JapaneseTaste.com. This is the Tsukayada Suhara Urea Moisture Lotion. Oh, I love this so much. It's really just a toner. It's like a very thin toner / essence. And it is just, my skin really loves this. And when I ran out of this and couldn't find it anywhere and went like 2 to 3 weeks without it, I felt like my skin was different. I didn't stop anything else I was using. I just felt like it was different. And so I was on a mission to find this, and I found it at Japanese Taste. I did spend like $18 in shipping, but I bought 3 of them. And I think I bought something else too. And it was worth it to me. So now I have plenty of backups to get me through the next probably 6 to 9 months, but I love this stuff. The biggest category in my empties is almost always serums, and that is the case today. I have 2 from Truology, and I cannot recommend these enough. I have sung their praises so many times, and for good reason. This is the A Squared Advanced Retinol Serum. So this is a 0.2% retinaldehyde, which is the closest to a prescription tretinoin without being prescription. It only has to convert 1 time within the skin. And it also has peptides and antioxidants. I love Truology because it rarely is just one ingredient. It's a lot of good things mixed in. The only reason I did not repurchase this is because I am solely on my tretinoin now. I don't use a retinaldehyde anymore. I'm not saying I never will go back to it, but if you're someone who cannot, just absolutely cannot use a tretinoin, because you're sensitive to it or you just can't figure out how to not have your skin get irritated, retinaldehyde is definitely what I recommend. It's less irritating in my opinion than retinol. And this is one of the best ones you can find. This one I do have again and again. I went a couple of weeks, maybe even a month after I finished this without repurchasing it because I had other vitamin C's I needed to get through. I got through another one I'll talk about next, but I just didn't love it as much as this one. The C Boost Intense Defense Serum. So this is the tetrahexadecyl exorbate, which I talk about loving. This is 20% of that, plus lots of other goodies and antioxidants, and I love it. My skin loves it. Once I got it and I started using it again, it's just like my skin came alive again. You know, and when you know your skin as well as we know our skin, sometimes you can't pinpoint what's different about it. You just know it's different. And that's how it was when I wasn't using this and the Urea Moisture Lotion. I just knew it was different. I wanted them back in my routine. Once I got them back, my skin was where I wanted it to be again. The vitamin C that I used up in between the C Boost was the Revision C Plus Correcting Complex 30%. So this is a tetrahexadecyl exorbate at 30%. It also has vitamin E. And I used to absolutely love this, and I still highly recommend it. However, when I was in that month period in between the C Boost, I started getting the little bumps on my upper cheek, and I'm like, what in the world? And then once I had stopped using this, and then they went away, I went back and looked, and this has ferment in it. Why? Why? Everything seems to have ferment in it. It's almost starting to be like the niacinamide. And I'm kind of sensitive to niacinamide too. So it's really putting a strain on what I can use. But because I started getting those little bumps, I have another one of these. And I still recommend it, especially if you're not sensitive to ferment. I'm going to give it to Chad. He'll use it up and love it, but it's just not something I can use anymore. Skinceuticals sent me their Resveratrol BE Antioxidant Night Concentrate Serum. This has resveratrol, it has bicolin, and alpha tocopherol. This is a great serum. I just couldn't figure out where to put it in my night routine. I use 2 products now at night. I use my tretinoin and my Allies of Skin copper peptide. Occasionally, I will put in like a calming serum like Rescue or something. But other than that, I don't really use anything that's not like a toner or a mist. So I just couldn't really figure out how to incorporate this, and I ended up using it all over my body. It's a great antioxidant serum. I think you could probably find other great antioxidant serums for cheaper, but I know this has a very high following and is very loved by many. Another all-in-one serum that I've talked about loving and still love is the Epionce Intense Defense Serum. This is fabulous. It has vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. If you travel and you want to take one thing, this would be the thing to take. It's really, really good. It's very soothing. It's almost moisturizing for a serum. I've gone through many of these, and even though I don't currently use it, I still recommend it. This I love. I had forgotten about how much I loved it. I went through a bottle like a couple of years ago, and then I was just kind of browsing Derm Store as one does, and I put one in my cart and purchased it. This is the Medicate Hydra B5 Intense Hyaluronic Acid with NMF Hydration Serum. Y'all, I love this so much. I will almost always use some kind of hydration serum after my vitamin C in the morning before my moisturizer. And this right now is one of my very favorites. I'm currently trying out the Sente, their new hyaluronic acid, and then La Roche-Posay just sent me their B5 hydrating serum. So I'm going to try that as well. But this one right now is probably in my top spot. I really like it. And then I went through a couple of Calisum products. This is the Calisum Multi-Action Cream. I will put a card up for my whole Calisum video where I talk about their products. This is a growth factor exosome serum. It looks like a cream. It says cream in it, but I use it as a serum step. I use it as my first step in the morning. You can use this in morning. You can use it at night. You can use it both. I use my growth factors in the morning. I will use this as a first step, and I will let it dry down. I'll brush my teeth. I'll, change my clothes, whatever, and then I'll come in and finish the rest of my routine. But I love it. I am currently working through a backup, and I have, I think, a backup of my backup. I really like this stuff a lot. And then this is one of their mini professional serums, and I talk about this in that video too. You can use this in a lot of ways. You can add it in with this, a couple of drops. You can use it by itself. You can use this after microneedling. You can use it before your red light. Lots of different ways to use this, but this is the most potent form that Calisum offers. I am currently about to start week 3 of my 6-week Calisum Hair Restoration Kit Journey. So I will be keeping y'all updated on that. I started it. I did like a week of it and then I just forgot. So I restarted it. I'm going to give it the full 6 weeks and I'll let you know. But I really, really like this brand. I have I have 2 more empties from them. Those are all of my serums. So what's next? Eye cream. I have 2 eye creams, both of which are favorites of mine. The Calisum Eye Contour Lifting Cream, another Calisum product that I love. This is a growth factor exosome product, as all of their products are. It is more of like a gel consistency, but I still find it moisturizing. I use this at night and I'm currently using another one. I didn't decide to try something else. I went ahead and got another one of these. And then this one, another like browsing derm store add to cart, but now Freeze Co Beauty offers this, is from a brand called Biopelle, which they are a growth factor brand as well. And this is the Tensage Radiance Eye Cream with growth factors. And this has a tiny bit of a tint to it. I'm not talking concealer tint at all. It just, the sheerest of coverages. And I really liked how this worked under concealer. I ended up using this strictly in my morning routine and highly recommend it. I will end up repurchasing it. I have a couple that I'm trying to get through for my morning time that's been sent to me, but this is definitely on my radar to repurchase. All right, moisturizers. I have 6 moisturizers. 2 of them I exclusively used on my face, and the rest I kind of mixed in between my face and my neck and décolleté. The 2 that I exclusively used on my face, you are not going to be surprised. The Allies of Skin Peptides and Antioxidants Firming Daily Treatment. I think I have one of these in every single one of my empties. I'm going through my next one. I have the Advanced that I've talked about in videos that is now available, but I have a couple backups of this that I'm going to work through first that are still good according to their expiration dates. It's my favorite moisturizer, especially for daytime. I love this so much. And I know I sing its praises so much that y'all are sick of hearing about it, but I love it. And then the Calisum Restorative Hydration Cream. So this is actually the moisturizer in the line, despite the fact that it says cream just like the multi-action cream. And it is a lightweight moisturizer, but I feel like it is enough for me to use at night, which I do. And I love it. I'm going through another one and I'm about halfway done with that. I have about 3 moisturizers that I rotate through at night, but I go through this the fastest, if that tells you anything. This one I used on my face and my body. This is the U Beauty Super Hydrator, and this is really, really, really good. It's a very nice, super hydrating product, as it states. It leaves a glow. It's got quite a few oils in it, so this is not something I would necessarily recommend for super oily skin, but if you have dry skin and you like that glow that leaves behind, I would look into this. It's not the cheapest product, but it did last me a very long time. Despite the fact that it's the 50 mils that most moisturizers are, you don't need much. And I just purchased, it's not here yet, I think it's gonna get here tomorrow, the U Beauty Tinted Hydrator. So it's like, I believe it's just this with a tint in it. So I'm excited to try that, but I did really enjoy this. I think when Skinceuticals sent me the Resveratrol BE, they also sent me their AGE Interrupter Advanced. I want to say night cream, but it's not. It's just a cream. You can use it whenever, but it was pretty heavy. And I would not have used this under makeup, but I used half of it on my face, half of it on my neck and chest. It didn't last as long as I would hope something this expensive would last. But if you're wanting something really heavy with a lot of those kind of scientifically backed ingredients in it that help with graceful aging, then it's something to look into. This was sent to me, and it's Augustina's Butter, the Rich Cream. So I use this on my face and my chest, and it is nice. When I look at the ingredients, I'm not quite sure what makes it set apart from other moisturizers, and I'm not quite sure what justifies the insane price tag, but I know that the people who tend to use this and like it, don't just like it, they rave about it. It wasn't something that I felt like was rave about worthy. It was fine. I don't know that it's worth the price, but if you have the money and you like it, by all means. It's just not something I'm probably going to repurchase. Before we get to randoms, I have 3 SPFs I'm going to talk about. One, no surprise, the Numbuzzin Clear Filter Sun Essence #1. This was very hard for me to find at one point as well. They stopped selling it on Amazon for some reason. I reached out to the company and they were very vague to me as to where I could find it. Yes Style and Stylevana had them, but they all said ships within 21 to 30 days, which means they really didn't have them. They just had them, they were expecting more stock. And even the last time I talked about this, someone said, oh, but it's on Stylevana. And I went to check on Stylevana, and again, it said shipping within 21 to 30 days. So I ended up getting this from Jols Beauty. It's jols.com. It got here in 3 days, which is insane. Finished it up. I'm working on another one. I need to make another order. In fact, I need to add more than just one to my other order because this is probably my favorite non-tinted sunscreen. It is K-Beauty. It has their chemical filters that, you know, European and Korean sunscreens and Japanese sunscreens use that aren't approved in the US, but that does not mean that they're not good. It means the US is way behind. And I know there's some people who refuse to use filters that aren't approved by the FDA, but I don't always agree with the FDA, and I love this sunscreen. I won't stop using it. Another one that is a European sunscreen that I got from Care2 Beauty that I love, it's in my cart right now to repurchase, is the Eucerin SPF 50 Plus Oil Control Dry Touch Sun Gel / Cream. It is more like a cream, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is not tinted. They do have a tinted version. I bought the medium and it was way too dark. Like way too dark. The light would probably work way better, but I love the non-tinted version enough to buy it again. Even though it is oil control, I didn't find it was super drying, but it was not luminous on my skin at all. And then this is the ISDIN Photo Eryfotono Ageless Ultralight Emulsion. This is probably, at the moment, my favorite tinted sunscreen. I've gone through quite a few of these. To me, it is worth the price. It is, did I say SPF 50? It is mineral, 100% mineral, and it is water resistant for 40 minutes. I love using this on days where I don't wear makeup because it does even out my skin tone just enough. I love using this when I know I'm going to need to reapply it throughout the day. We went to a theme park this summer, and this is what I took, and I carried it with me in my little belt bag because I knew I wanted to reapply it. I can reapply it without looking in a mirror. It reapplies on top of itself very nicely. I never get color when I wear this. It's beautiful. Really, really like this. And it's really pretty under powder foundation. Like if I know I'm going to be wearing a powder foundation that day, I will choose to wear this because it's gorgeous. Okay, so finally for randoms, I would not normally put my toothpaste in an Empties video because who cares, right? But this is quite literally the best toothpaste I have ever used. Someone recommended this to me in a video over a year ago. I finally tried it and I have gone through countless tubes at this point. I love it. It is the Apogard Premio toothpaste. So these are 3 of the tubes. One tube, they're kind of small. One tube lasts me about 3 to 4 weeks, but I can get them on Stylevana for $6 and it is so worth it. I do not recommend getting this on Amazon. I just looked it up and it's $29. It may be the bigger one, but I don't care. The bigger one you can get for cheaper too. That's way too much money. When you can buy it, Japanese Taste has it. That one that I showed you, this is a Japanese brand. And this does not use fluoride. It uses an alternative ingredient called nano hydroxyapatite, NHAP. And it's naturally occurring mineral found in the human body, including in bones, saliva, and tooth enamel. It's used to fill in microscopic defects in tooth enamel and help remineralize it from early decay. All I know is that it tastes good and my teeth have never been whiter from any other toothpaste than this one. So I will continue to repurchase it. I usually get them 3 to 4 at a time and I highly recommend them. A couple of body products. The Is Clinical Body Complex. This is a lotion and it was fine. It was fine. I just don't know that it's worth the money. And I love Is Clinical. I love their cleansers. I love the 2 peel pad system they have. Their serums are great. I just don't know that I saw any difference using this versus any other body lotion. So I won't be repurchasing it, but it was fine. This one I did really like, and Chad ended up stealing it off my vanity in the bathroom and using it because it doesn't have a scent. This is the La Roche-Posay Lipikar Daily Repair Moisturizing Lotion. They included this in one of the boxes they sent me, and it is fabulous. It is highly moisturizing. It's lightweight. It sinks in fast. It's probably one of my favorite non-scented body lotions. It comes in a very large 13.25 fluid ounce bottle. Chad really liked it. Highly recommend. In fact, I need to repurchase this for him, and hopefully I'll be able to use it a few times in between, but did really enjoy this. I finally finished my K18 Biomedic Hair Science Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask, and I had purchased another one during the Sephora sale. I love this stuff. I use it every 5 washes. It's fabulous. It is fabulous. The key to using this for me is to put one pump in between my hands and I'm talking warm it up for like 30 seconds until it turns opaque white, and then use it. I wasn't doing that in the beginning of using this, and then my hairdresser used it on me one time when I was in the salon, and she was like, yeah, you just have to do this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I started doing that, and I love it. So I had repurchased this, currently using it. So that's it. Those are my beauty empties for this quarter, or however long it's been since I had my last one. I will do my best to put everything down in the description box. If I have any coupon codes affiliated with them, I will let you know. I do use affiliate links. I'm very, very transparent about that, and I am appreciative if you choose to use them to support my channel. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.